And before we start the video, I would like to express a big thanks and special shout out to Coons Ford Lincoln of Annapolis, located in Annapolis, Maryland, for allowing me to come out and film the all-new 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. 2021 Ford Bronco Sport base. And as you can see, this one is finished off on a silver exterior. And this particular exterior color is known as Iconic Silver Metallic, with your typical older styled Ford key fob. It does have a different logo though. You can see it says Bronco on there. Split blade key. Unlocking the vehicle, the LED lights flash and the DRLs turn on. Here's a shot of your 17-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels. Walking up to it, black door handles, black cloth interior. Let's go ahead, fire this one up. Foot on the brake, insert the key over here. Here the 1.5 liter EcoBoost come to life. Has a 3-spoke vinyl wrap steering wheel. Has an automatic transmission. When you put it in reverse, you do get a backup camera with adjusting guidelines. With lower gear selection. Electronic parking brake, just pull it to engage it. Let's go ahead and cut on the headlamps, the hazards, and the high beams. All 4 windows are fully automatic. Let's go and check out the rest of the car. So this being the base model Bronco Sport is the cheapest one you can buy, ranging for about $25,000. This is based off of the Escape platform. Because it is a base model, it lacks a lot of luxury-oriented features that, let's say, the Badlands or Outer Banks edition would have. Your Bronco Sport and your Ford badge on the rear tailgate. Funny thing is that this is the only Ford logo, besides the ones on the glass, that's actually on the car. Power mirror controls. Because it is a base model, it has lots of hard touch materials in here. The whole rear door is hard touch except for the small area where you can rest your elbow. I'm going to pop the rear glass. Just press that and there's actually a little tiny Bronco hidden right there. You can actually load stuff in this way. It's a little bit easier. Pop the rear hatch. Pretty good amount of storage. You can also take that off to either clean it or to get access to the full-size spare tire. 12-volt cigarette style outlet, some grab handles, a little hook over here and here where you can store shopping bags, some more storage over here, and a small subwoofer over there. You can also turn on the rear lights. No power liftgate is available for this car. Walking into the back seat. Once again, hard touch material. Your carpeted floor liners. You have your USB port and a USB-C port. A little bit disappointing is that you lack a lot of things back here. Whereas the Badlands edition, you get air vents, you get these cool little storage pockets on the seat that are zippable, and you have a fold-down armrest. You have none of that in the base model, which is a little bit disappointing because it is still a $25,000 car, but still, a little bit disappointing. It's overall comfort back here, though. The seats are very comfortable. If you're used to an Escape or like a Hyundai Tucson, or the Honda CR-V, this is very reminiscent of the size back here, so just keep that in mind. Headroom is great. I'm 5'8". Knee room is pretty good, and foot room is great. On the front door panel, it's a little bit different. This top part here is soft touch, and this is soft touch as well. Your power window controls, a cup holder, and a small speaker. Hear that nice solid thunk of the doors? Kind of lets you know that you're really isolated from the outside. Auto hold, that's actually a really cool feature. So how that works is if you're at a stoplight, the car's in drive, your seatbelt's fastened and the door's closed, you can actually, say you're on a traffic stop, or you're sitting at a light, or you're in traffic, and your foot's getting a little bit tired from having to hold it onto the actual brake pedal. So what you can do, keep it on the brake pedal, press that button while the car's in drive, and then boom. The car will hold the brake lights for you, and the car will actually let you take your foot off the brake. So, but the moment you press the gas, the car will start to move. So that's how that feature works. Now, you're probably wondering, well, like, why wouldn't you just put the car in park? Well, it won't show the brake lights when the car's in park. So technically, somebody may think that you're moving. Somebody may think that it's free to go, but realistically, that could be a problem with safety aspects. So that's why that feature's there. Nice, large opening glove box, center console. You have your 12-volt cigarette-style outlet, 2 cup holders, your rotary gear shift, different drive modes, and you have some nice rubberized material here. On the higher trimmed ones, you actually get a nice wireless charging station right here. Another 12-volt cigarette-style outlet, USB port, and USB-C port. Your fan speed controls. You can also adjust the locations of where the air comes out of, defrost, recycling, max AC, and you can turn it off completely by just pressing that button. It is not dual zone climate. The glove box is pretty decently sized. It's average. Your volume controls. Actually, for a base model, that actually sounds really, really nice. So that's a good plus. You have some nice storage here. It is rubberized, and you can actually take it out. So if your kid spills something on there or something, you can just take it out and clean it, which is nice. Fully adjustable air vents. Look at the whole thing moves. That's pretty cool. Nice. Your manual dim rearview mirror, sun visor, sunglass holder, and the visor passes the visor test because it slides. Has a little mirror right there. You can also turn the lights on. Also, when you open the door, they come on. See that? Close it, and they go off. They are LED. Let's go check out the rest of the car. So, I don't want to bash this car too hard, because it is really, really cool. But, if you're going to get one of these, you really got to go for the higher optioned ones, just because this vehicle really doesn't have any necessities on it. But, if you like bare bones car that's just get you from point A to point B, you don't care about all the fancy stuff, this is the car for you. Good space, it's a good car, fits in traffic, it's got some nice safety features, and it looks really cool too. You'll probably be the only person that has one of these cars. Granted, over the months and years that these cars grow more popular, just like the Escape. At first, the Escape did okay, and then it boomed. Look at how popular the new Ford Escape is now. Look at how popular the RAV4 is. And everybody in the 90s thought the RAV4 was ugly. Everybody in the 90s thought the CR-V was ugly. Now look at those cars. Those cars are practically taking over the market. I think the same thing's going to happen with the Bronco Sport. Look at Chevrolet. They brought back the Blazer. Well, what did they do? They ruined it. Horrible car. I don't want to say that, but it's not a good vehicle. They took a legacy from 20, 30 years ago and then trashed it. And that was kind of sad. But Ford has brought back a innovative, interesting looking design. It's one of the first of its kind. I mean, look at this thing. I've never seen anything like it. It looks really cool. Look at the roof line. See how the roof line kind of comes up like that? The rear window, that's just all for extra added space. This car's really, really well innovated. Look at these cool gauges and a nice backlit, the blue color. And turn that off and listen to the 1.5 EcoBoost. Why is it doing that? Oh, the parking brake's on. And roll up the driver's window. It's auto down, not auto up. And turn the lights off. Probably one of the first cars for 2021 that actually has a key. That's a plus for some people, and it's a negative for some others. The good news is that this car is... It's a typical vehicle. I don't really know how to describe that, but if you want base model, you get a base model. And it reminds you it's a base model. If you want something that's higher trimmed, it reminds you it's higher trimmed. I don't really know how to explain that, but that's kind of the best I can do. And this is going to conclude our in-depth tour, walk-around startup, and many of the features on the brand new, completely redesigned 2021 Ford Bronco Sport base.